The recipients of the Ordine al Merito will receive a gold pin bearing the symbol of the National Congress of Italian Canadians and precious gems, emerald, diamond, and ruby, representing the Italian flag. Our recipients this year are clear example individuals who have enhanced our community. We move now to the conferral of the Ordine al Merito Award. Kindly welcome to the podium Maria Cina, President of the National Congress of Italian Canadians, Toronto District, and Grace Isgro, second Vice President, to be on stage to confer the Ordine al Merito. I now call Cavaliere Antonio Borretta to assist with the introduction of the first recipients. Tony?
Veramente l'onore di aver presentato un nome eccezionale quest'anno per questo prestigioso riconoscimento all'Ordine al Merito. Tony Malizia, un uomo di immenso successo nel campo dell'industria canadese, un uomo che ha suo credito numerosi brevetti riconosciuti e applauditi da tutti, nello stesso tempo un uomo legato al mondo dell'associazionismo. La sua associazione che coinvolge molti giovani è tra le più apprezzate da Roma. Presentare il suo piccolo curriculum, la sua storia, l'ex giudice di pace San Nestico.
Good evening, honorable guests, friends, and family. My name is Saverio Nestico, and it is my distinct honor to introduce to you one of tonight's recipients of the Ordine al Merito. As a longtime friend and esteemed member of our community, I've had the privilege of witnessing Tony's unwavering dedication to service, integrity, and generosity in our neighborhood and beyond. There are people who leave a mark in their own lives and in the world of business. Then there are those who leave an indelible mark in their community. Today, we are here to celebrate one of these remarkable individuals, a man who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in every aspect of his life, Mr. Tony Malizia. His career has been a shining example of vision and innovation. In 1988, he founded ADM Stainless, a company that revolutionized industrial process. He has held various positions, and just to name a few, one is president of Malizia Holdings Limited. If I may digress for a minute, I can assure you that if I were to list all of Tony Malizia's position and what he's done for this community, I'd probably be here for another hour. So I'll do you all the favor and spare you the pain, and I will just move on. Again, Tony is shown and showcasing an extraordinary ability to lead and to inspire. But beyond his professional achievements, the true heart of Tony beats for his community. At just 23 years of age, he had the vision and the courage to co-found the Comitato Pro Sette Frati, an association created to preserve Italian culture, dialect, and traditions in Canada. His passion brought together thousands of people, attracting participants from all over North America and creating events that have become the true landmark in our community. Thanks to him, the association has become a genuine guardian of our cultural heritage. But perhaps the most remarkable thing is his ability to look to the future. He has engaged the young people, mentored them, and passed on his passion, transforming them into the current leaders of the Canetto Society. The award we present to him today is not only a recognition of his success, but above all, a heartfelt thank you for his compassion, dedication, and the legacy he continues to build for future generations. Mr. Tony Malizia is a true pillar in our community, and for that, we are deeply honored to present to him with his well-deserved recognition. I now invite Mr. Tony Malizia to come to the stage and receive this well-earned award.
Tony Malizia, the National Congress of Italian Canadians, Toronto District, is pleased to confer upon you this pin and present you with this plaque in honor of your achievements and contributions to the Italian Canadian community and the community at large. Congratulations.
Thank you, Maria. Honorable guests, authorities, friends, family, I'm deeply honored and sincerely moved to receive this prestigious recognition. Hearing the kinds of words spoken about me fills me with gratitude and at the same time make me reflect on a journey that I never considered mine alone. I want to thank my family that is here tonight, and all of you being here tonight. Your presence and generous applause means a great deal to me. A special thanks go to those who worked to make this evening possible, and to those who believed in me and the initiative I have supported. My story, like that of many others, has been built on commitment and passion. From the founding of ADM Stainless to the creation of the Comitato Pro Sette Frati, I have always believed that success is not measured only in the financial statements, but in impact that we are able to have on the life of others. My dedication to the community was born from a desire to preserve our roots, our language, our traditions. I've been fortunate to meet and to have around me extraordinary people who share this vision, who worked alongside with me with great devotion. Seeing young members of the Canadian society today that continue to work, I know that the future of our tradition is in good hands. This recognition is not only for me, but for all of those who have helped me to keep our cultural heritage alive. It is for the strength of our community, for the passion of our elders, and for the enthusiasm of the new generation that we go forward. Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. You are the true rewards.
Auguri di nuovo.
Thank you.
Please stay on stage. Tony, please. Tony, please stay on stage. Diana, please come up on stage. Yes. Come on, Eddie. How about a great round of applause? Thank you so much, Tony. And now I call on Dominic Cervello to assist with the introduction of our next honoree. Dominic?
Buonasera, innanzitutto grazie a Sam per l'ottimo lavoro e grazie a Maria, e facciamo un bel applauso a Maria che effettivamente uno dopo l'altro questi ordini al merito hanno sempre più successo. Io sono qui per presentare i presentatori. Voglio dire però una piccola cosa, conoscevo di fama Carmen Principato. Siamo conosciuti di persona e abbiamo avuto, come l'ha definito lui, un battibecco. Da questo battibecco mi è stato confermato non solo la sua filantropia, la sua generosità, mi ha confermato il fatto che lui veramente rappresenta il benessere dei lavoratori che si fanno guidare da Carmen con tanta fiducia e tanta onestà. Grazie Carmen. E adesso vorrei chiamare qui sul podio Massimo Macri, che è venuto apposta dall'Italia per onorare suo zio, e Joe Mancinelli, che sapranno meglio di me presentare le gesta di questo grandissimo uomo. Grazie.
Allora, buonasera a tutti. Io, come già detto, sono Massimo, sono il nipote di Carmen Principato e figlio della sua sorella più grande, Maria. Quando la settimana scorsa mio zio mi ha chiamato e mi ha chiesto di fare questo intervento, questa presentazione, non vi nascondo che oltre all'orgoglio, alla gioia, alla felicità, alla gratitudine mi è venuta una certa ansia e mi sono detto cosa potrò dire io a tutta questa bella gente. Sì. Poi però la risposta è venuta spontanea perché quando devi parlare in questi casi non c'è bisogno di inventare niente, devi solo dire la verità, devi solo dire quello che succede e raccontare cose vere. Io in tutta la mia vita ho avuto la grazia, l'onore e la gioia di poter frequentare mio zio spesso, anzi quasi tutti gli anni possiamo dire, e quindi posso testimoniare di aver visto un modello veramente più unico che raro di persone, un attaccamento rarissimo a quello che sono il lavoro, la famiglia e le sue radici. Per quanto riguarda la famiglia, la risposta è qui davanti a tutti, cioè possiamo vederlo, e è meraviglioso il fatto che questa famiglia è tutta qui riunita, tutti insieme. Per quanto riguarda il lavoro, io mi sono sempre chiesto come possa esserci qualcuno che possa dedicare tante energie, tanto tempo, praticamente una vita intera ai suoi ideali. E Carmelo è la risposta vivente a questa mia domanda. vederlo qui, vederlo in Italia quando sta in vacanza, cioè rispondere sempre al telefono, essere sempre disponibile con tutti, parlare con i suoi collaboratori, stringere la mano a tutti, dalla persona più importante all'ultimo dei pensionati. Questo mi fa venire in mente solo una parola: passione. Ecco, lui ha veramente la passione per il lavoro. Di passioni ne ha tanti, purtroppo nessuno è perfetto, lui c'ha anche un'altra passione per il calcio, ma vabbè, qui io devo stare zitto perché in questo momento i fatti danno ragione a lui e quindi va bene così. Io ringrazio Dio per essere qui stasera, ringrazio tutti voi perché mi avete dato questa opportunità e permettetemi di chiudere con una frase della famosa scrittrice inglese Virginia Woolf. Dietro un grande uomo c'è sempre una grande donna. E devo dire che nel caso suo questa donna lui non ce l'ha dietro, ma ce l'ha a fianco, da ben 65 anni. Grazie a tutti e grazie a Carmelo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Mancinelli.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a pleasure to be with all of you here this evening to honor some very, very important and distinguished individuals. And I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Silvana Tibolo, Antonio Milazza, and the young lady, Miss Newman, for this great achievement here this evening. My duties, of course, are to introduce my good friend Carmen Principato. I had the opportunity to grow up in this organization with my father, Enrico Mancinelli. And Carmen, of course, I have known him for my entire career at Liuna for 48 years. And Carmen is a gentleman, is a passionate leader, a leader who leads thousands and thousands of workers. And we've heard that stated several times this evening, so I won't spend too much time on that. However, I have to tell you that when you're a strong leader, the strength of your leadership is seen in how the people that you lead love you and want you to be their leader. And Carmen has been the manager of Liuna Local 506 for decades now, and his members love him. And they love him because of the responsibility that he has and the passion that he has in representing them. But that doesn't stop at Liuna Local 506. His leadership is extended right across the community. Not only the Italian-Canadian community, but our Canadian community at large. Carmen has had the ability to be so generous with the community. His philanthropy throughout the Canadian community, giving so much. And for example, young children who are in soccer, there's a reason why the laneway here in Toronto is called Principato Way, and that's because of his commitment to children that are playing soccer. And of course, that's why Carmen is on the committee for Toronto's next year, the World Cup here in Toronto. Carmen is on that committee because of his passion for soccer, but also his passion to include the community in what he loves so passionately. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud of him, almost like a family member. And I have to tell you, Carmen, I wish you many more years of success in our organization. Tonight, when I saw the Youth Award, I thought it was Carmen's for a minute. But that's because he has the heart of a young person. He really does believe in promoting youth in our organization, but also in helping youth in so many different philanthropic roles right across the province of Ontario. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please join me in welcoming our honoree this evening, Carmen Principato.
Carmen Principato. The National Congress of Italian Canadians Toronto District is pleased to confer upon you this pin and present you with this plaque in honor of your lifetime achievements and contributions to the Italian Canadian community and the community at large. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, what can I say after this? I want to thank every single person that saw tonight. I want to thank my nephew, Massimo, for telling the story. I was in Italy in July, and I had already knew about this tonight. And I said, Massimo, I'm going to have a little souvenir. That's what I called with him when I was in Rome. And he looked at me and says, can I come? And that's why he's here tonight. He's here with his beautiful daughter. He's here in spirit with them also his wife, Chiara. She loved to be here tonight. But I said, look, I'm going to mention it and say how much I love you. And tonight, I have all my family here. My family, I got my beautiful wife, of course. She's here tonight with me. And I got my daughter, Sabrina. I got my grandchild with the little boyfriend tonight here. Mason and Mia, she's here. And I got, like I said, all my executive board, which I work on a daily basis, and without them, I will be here tonight. I want to thank you, my executive board, with the bottom of my heart. You're doing a good job with me. I know I'm difficult sometimes, but I love you all. All the rest of the local unions are here. Local 183, Jack Riviera, he wanted to be here tonight, he's not here. Because he had some people at home. I thank him anyways. He got the 183 here. I got the legals here I got Sean, I got my legal counsel also here. But I want to, before I continue, I want to thank my good friend Joe Mancinelli. And he said it, I knew his father. I knew his father very, very well. And I tell you, I remember that we had the things together. When he was appointed vice president, we were in Vancouver a few years ago. And I will tell you, I love his family. They are here, Joy is here with his beautiful wife, with his son and his daughter Victoria, which she had yes, she's everywhere she's going. She got an award for whatever they did. I don't want to say what, but I know for a fact that she does a good job for Joe, for the entire Layuna. And I got to say that tonight sono orgoglioso di essere italiano. Orgoglioso perché ho degli amici italiani, vivo in Canada da circa 65 anni, non sono un ragazzino, però mi sento un ragazzino, mi sento molto bene ringraziando Dio. Ho anche un dottore che mi guarda ogni tanto, Giuseppe Papi, that's here, that every time I needed something I would call him, he gave me some encouragement or whatever. But, and also, I think we should give a good round of applause to Sammy Ciccolini. I see him every function I go. He's one of the best MC that I ever seen in my life. And I know you don't forget my name. He's always, when I go on the stage, it's Carmen Principato down there. Hey, Carmen. Sam, you do a great job.
You're the best.
I just want to say just a couple of things. I wanted just to say that I know the recipient, Tony and Silvana, congratulations to you. And I know Silvana and the Minister Tibolo is just a little my next door neighbor. We are neighbors. So sometimes we said, well, we should go some places together because we go places and we meet at places. Who are going to thank him the most? Domenico Cervello. Domenico Cervello, I think he nominated me. And when he called me about 6-7 months ago, he said, Carmen, I want to talk to you, I want to see you. I said, did I do something wrong to the community or whatever? No. And he told me that he nominated me for this prestigious award that's called Ordine al Merito. Thank you, Domenico. Thank you very, very much. We have with us, like I said, the local unions. We got the local 183, local 837, Riccardo Persi, and the executive board. We got the business manager, local 527. Where's Luigi? Luigi is here. Luigi, thank you to be here from Ottawa. Thank you. And the benefit trust administrator, we have the, I think we got a Chris McNeil here. If it's not, we got the entire table down there, starting from Elizabeth there. Thank you to be here for me tonight. The association, that's really, I know they do the Canadian, they do not only do that for the Italian, but what I can see, especially tonight, you see for a lot of different people. So I want to thank every single person here tonight, especially, like I say, my family. And Joe Mancinelli is part of my family. I can tell you a lot because Joe, I know him when he was a little boy. Still little. Still there. And I don't have to say anything about him. What he does for La Una, what he does for all the laborers union, and he claimed that every single one, they are his family. And to be a president, to be a chair of the pension fund for all the entire membership of La Una, I'm proud, Joe, to be your friend. I'm proud to call you my good friend. And I tell you, for life, you will be my friend. So with that, again, I probably forgot some names. Maria Cina, the president, thank you very much. I hear a lot about you, especially Isabella that has been talking to you, and Julia will talk to you in the last couple of days, and they called me, and the Italian program that we got in Toronto, this team, with our good friend, Lenny Lombardi, is here. We're proud to have you, I'm proud to have you here tonight. And Massimo, I don't want to say anymore, you emotion me, you put him, I'm very emozionato stasera. E I know che la tua bella signora sarebbe molto contenta di essere qui con te, però lo so che qualcuno, they take the conversation. So, and having said that, I want to conclude by thank you everyone. Again, my family, my beautiful wife, and I tell you, I wish everybody to have a wife like mine. She's a beautiful wife. So, thank you again, everyone. If you forgot some names, forgive me. But I'm here with my heart to every single person here. And thank you again.
Congratulations on the ball.
Italia, can you come up on stage, please?
Hello, my daughter here, Sabrina.
Yes. Sabrina, come up. Sabrina, no. No pictures without you. Right beside your dad. Mia, right here. Mia. Come on, Mia.
Hermano, where are you?
Mama, right beside the...
Congratulations.
Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now call on Grace Isgro to assist with the introduction of our next honoree. Grace?
Thank you, Sam. It was my distinct honor to have nominated our next recipient for the Ordine al Merito. I don't believe that there's a person in this room that isn't familiar with the name Silvana Tigoli. Silvana is a community icon and has been involved in numerous organizations throughout the GTA and across the country, for which she has received a number of distinguished awards. Silvana currently serves as the president of the national chapter of the National Congress of Italian Canadians and is immediate past president of the Toronto district. I'm just going to wait a little bit until the room settles down. I'd like to give this recipient the same gratitude and recognition that all the other recipients receive. So, I've had the pleasure and absolute privilege to work alongside Silvana on numerous projects, including co-chairing this very event, and we did that together for over a decade. Silvana's accomplishments are many, and she tackles each project with distinction, grace, and determination. Silvana is a role model to many, me included. And I'm extremely proud and privileged to call her my friend. At this time, I'd like to call to the podium my dear friend Grace Lombardi, who also shares a close personal bond with our recipient, to formally introduce Silvana.
Thank you, Grace. Abbiamo bisogno della terza grazia. Se c'è un'altra grazia qui stasera. Grace, thank you for sharing, presenting this award to our very special friend. Allora, buonasera a tutti, congratulazioni a tutti che sono stati onorati stasera, è un piacere essere qui. I'm very happy to be here tonight to celebrate a wonderful individual who I can proudly say is a dear and close friend. Where do you start when it comes to a woman who embodies strength,
courage, love, humor. She's a very funny lady. And tenacity. An accomplished woman in so many ways. But to me, what always has stood out is her love and dedication to her family. I'm going to get emotional. As a daughter, Silvana proudly shares stories of her upbringing and her Italian heritage. She embraced the traditions and customs that her late father, Bernardo Sicilia, and forever youthful mother, Delia, instilled in her. Speaking of her upbringing, did you know that they had a pig in their backyard? You should get her to tell you the story of the day Arnold escaped and came to her high school. One of the best stories ever. The eldest of 5 sisters, she steadfastly guides and supports them and their families. Daniela and Nadia are here tonight. As a wife, you could not have a more supportive and equal partner to Michael. As a mother to Francis, Michael Jr., and Mercedes, I see firsthand how she curates her love and support for each and every one of them. As a mother-in-law, welcoming Rohan and Sarah with open arms to her family. And now as Nonna, beaming with pride and adoration for her best buddy, Luca. As a friend, she's a constant, always checking in, always supportive. As an educator, dedicating over 30 years to teaching and inspiring. As a warrior, courageously and graciously sharing her journey and strength with all she comes across paths with. Silvana, you have made an indelible mark on not only your personal life, but in the many causes you support, an advocate for cultural heritage, an ambassador for After Breast Cancer Foundation, a champion for mental health and addiction, always stepping up to make a difference. Tonight is a testament to how we all have experienced and appreciate your deep commitment to everything you do for not only your family, but also for all that you have done and continue to do for our culture and community. So it is with great pride and affection, I would like to present you with the Ordine al Merito, an award that celebrates those who have made outstanding contributions to society. And you, my fierce friend, are now part of the very distinguished list of recipients, including my late father-in-law, Johnny Lombardi, and my incredible husband, Lenny Lombardi. Silvana, please come and accept the award of excellence which you so deserve. Everybody, a round of applause for Silvana, please. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Silvana Zibollo, the National Congress of Italian Canadians Toronto District, is pleased to confer upon you this pin and present you with this plaque in honor of your lifetime achievements and contributions to the Italian Canadian community and the community at large. Congratulations.
Thanks, Maria. I'd really like to meet this lady you guys were talking about. She sounds pretty cool.
She is.
Good evening, distinguished guests, Madam President. Buonasera a tutti. It is truly an honor to stand before you tonight and accept this recognition from the National Congress of Italian Canadians Toronto District. To be acknowledged by an organization that has been so close to my heart for so many years is deeply meaningful. As a child of Italian immigrants, I grew up in a home built on hard work, faith, and family. My parents came to Canada with little more than hope and an unshakable belief that through sacrifice, their children could have opportunities they never did. They worked tirelessly to support my 4 sisters and I, instilling in us a sense of pride in our heritage and deep responsibility to give back to the community that welcomed us. It was those values that led me to a career in education. For over 30 years, I had the privilege of being a teacher, a role that shaped not only my students, but also me. Every classroom, every child, and every challenge reminded me of the importance of believing in others. Beyond the classroom, I have been blessed to serve within the National Congress of Italian Canadians, first as president of the Toronto District, and currently as president of the national chapter of the National Congress of Italian Canadians. This organization embodies the spirit of our community, honoring our roots, celebrating our achievements, and advocating for future generations of Canadians of Italian heritage. None of this journey would have been possible without the love and unwavering support of my husband, Michael. He has been my rock, my partner in every sense of the word, encouraging me, grounding me, and believing in me, even when I was doubting myself. I'm also profoundly grateful for my children, Frances and her husband, Rohan, Michael and his wife, Sarah, and Mercedes, for their constant love, encouragement, and patience throughout the years. And now, the joy of my life, my grandson, Luca, whose smile reminds me of what truly matters: family, legacy, and love. I would also like to take a moment to congratulate my fellow recipients, Mr. Carmen Principato, Mr. Antonio Malizia, recipients of the Ordine al Merito, and Ms. Nicole Newman, recipient of the Youth Achievement Award. Each of you represents the strength, passion, and dedication that define the Italian-Canadian community. It is an honor to share this evening with you and celebrate your remarkable accomplishments. Sono molto onorata di ricevere questo premio insieme a voi stasera. Congratulazioni. In recent years, my work has also brought me to the field of mental health and addictions that has touched so many lives. It has been humbling to witness the strength of individuals and families facing some of life's most difficult challenges. And it has reaffirmed my belief that empathy, community, and connection are the foundations of healing. Tonight, as I stand here among so many remarkable individuals, I'm filled with gratitude. Gratitude for my family, for the mentors and colleagues who guided me, for my students who inspired me, and for this community that continues to uplift and celebrate its own. I'm immensely proud to be a Canadian of Italian heritage. Our culture, our traditions, and our values continue to shape the very fabric of this country. I am confident that together we will continue to build a legacy rooted in love, service, and pride. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for this honor and allowing me to be part of this beautiful community. Grazie mille.
Michael, please come up. Come on, Mercedes. Come on, Mike. Where's Michael Jr.? Get up here. Luca, first you, then everybody else. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the dessert that's now served. In the meantime, kindly welcome to the stage Grace Isgro, the second Vice President of the National Congress of Italian Canadians. In the fall of 1987, Grace Isgro brought an idea to the Congress board to honor and recognize members of the community that had made considerable contributions, both to the Italian community and to the Canadian society as a whole. Grace was initially responsible for the creating of and the criteria, this designing of the pin of the Ordine al Merito. The first recipient of the prestigious award was the late Johnny Lombardi in 1988. I now turn the microphone to Grace Isgro with her remarks. Grace?
Thank you, Sam. Good evening, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure to take this opportunity on behalf of the President, Maria Cina, and the Board of Directors of the National Congress of Italian Canadians, Toronto District, to thank all of you for attending this year's Ordine al Merito and Youth Achievement Awards Gala, honoring our award recipients. I'd like to extend my personal congratulations to our Ordine al Merito recipients, Tony Malizia, Carmen Principato, and Silvana Tibolo, as well as Nicola Ruben, our Youth Achievement recipient. When I first brought the idea of having an event to recognize and honor members of our community, I would never have imagined that an idea conceived over 3.5 decades ago would still be viable and continuing 37 years later. The longevity of this event is a testament to the amazing members of the Italian Canadian community that we have and that continue to distinguish themselves by making positive and meaningful contributions to our community and to Canada as a whole. Tonight's recipients add their names to this remarkable group of individuals. I would like to extend my gratitude to our President and to all the board members for their commitment to ensure the success of this event. I appreciate the dedication and effort that you all have demonstrated. Mille grazie. I would also like to express our appreciation and gratitude to all our incredible sponsors and donors, as well as to the management and staff of Bellevue Manor. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge and thank Mr. Sam Cipollini, Master of Ceremonies Extraordinaire. As always, Sam, una buona giornata. On an extremely personal note, as Sam mentioned earlier, I'd like to wish my brother Vince a very happy birthday. Thank you for spending your birthday with us, Vince. I hope you all had an enjoyable evening. Thank you once again for attending. Enjoy the auction, the live auction, which is going to be next, and the dancing. And don't forget to mark your calendars for next year's event, November 7th, 2026. Thank you very much, everybody, and good evening.
About a great round of applause for Grace Isgro. If you only know how much work she does for this night to be so successful. Thank you, Grace. I'm now going to turn the mic to one of my dear good friend, Martin Ross, to do the live auction, and I'm going to ask Pina Cervello, Dominic, and a couple of the other ladies, or Maria's here, please come up so that we can recognize people that are going to be bidding for the live auction. Thank you so much.
Good evening, folks. Very honored to be here tonight. My job here today